Hey guys, this is Oscar again over at Nikkyo Cars here in Japan, and boy do I have something interesting for you today. What I got right here is a 2021 Honda Vezel, brand new. It is a 1500cc engine, hybrid vehicle, two-wheel drive, automatic transmission. Very, very good. A very, very nice color. I'm sure you can see that. Very, very unusual. So this is the top of the line, one of the best cars out right now. Very, very hot here in Japan. So we just want to show you around so that you guys can get acquainted with it. Hope that you guys like it. Okay, so right off the bat, you'll notice that this car has gotten a nice facelift. The whole front looks very different from the previous model, so I personally like it very much. I like the new look. In terms of features, it comes equipped with a front camera, of course, right here. So you can see that it'll help you with parking and with the all-around view of the vehicle. So that's that. Of course, you've got your LED headlights. They're a must nowadays. Your sensors right here on both ends of the front bumper to help you with parking. Fog lights on both ends as well, of course. And the whole lip, if you take a look at it, you'll notice it's got a nice little look. It blends in really well with the design. So overall, I'm really liking this new look. I don't know what you guys think, but I really, really like it. It's functional and yet very aerodynamic. Okay, so now we're taking a look at the side of the vehicle, and there's a couple of features here that I'd like to point out. Some of them are functional features and some just design features that I find interesting. First thing to notice is the wheels. These are the iconic or normal Honda Vezel wheels. These have come with all the previous models as well. These are 18-inch alloy wheels, original from Honda. But the cool thing to notice on this one in particular is you see the black trim that comes in the wheels matches the black trim that's going all along the side of the vehicle. So that, in terms of design, from my perspective, it is really, really nice. So that's one thing. Another thing, not as much of a novelty, but I find it cool. So put your hand there, automatically unlocks the vehicle. These come out, and you'll also notice here the black trim as well, going in, still going in terms of design with that theme. And you have your camera right here, so this allows you the all-around view when you're inside the vehicle. So that's pretty cool. And in order to lock the car, touch it there, and it locks itself in, right? So that's one thing. Another thing, the door back here. You may not be able to find the handle, but it's right here. So, So anyway, so that's the side of the vehicle. Let's keep taking a look around. Alright guys, so now we're inside the vehicle. So some features to notice here. You've got steering controllers, audio controllers right here. You've got your cruise control, autopilot controller on this side, paddle shifters, push start. A nice little design actually. I like it quite a lot. And one thing that I found very interesting here is the blend between the new and the retro, if you will. You've got your dials here to control the AC. Some of us that are a bit older will still remember the cars that only had the dials, and you had to, it was all analog. So maybe call it nostalgia, if you will, but I seem to enjoy this quite a bit. Cool feature with that is you've got this button here that allows you to sync the temperature. So when that is on, and you can see it up here in the display, you can control the temperature on both sides. Now if I turn that off, you'll notice that only on this side and only on this side. So that's a cool little feature there, if you will. Now if you look at the screen, you'll notice one of the new things on it. It's really nice, really big, really wide. The colors themselves are quite noticeable. Here, let me show you the navigation system, of course, here in Japan. but this is an Android operating system that's powering this. So it's a nice little feature, and the scrolling, you'll notice it's very smooth. So it's I find that very nice. Then you've got your cameras. This is what I want to show you. So of course you've got your back camera, and you have different views for it. You have the all-around view as you're parking. You can turn that off, turn it on if you will. Then you've got this one. And then once you put it back in parking, now it's back in parking, the camera stays, and you've got, this is the front camera that I mentioned earlier, as you can see. So it's pointing at both cars there. You can also use the all-around view and the camera. You can use the side cameras as well. You can turn on or turn off the all-around by just hitting it again. So that's just the cameras. That's with the all-around view. So that's a cool little feature right there. And last but not least, in this car, you got the wireless charger for your phone. So you put that there, and there you go. It begins charging. So, a lot of cool little features in this vehicle. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And one more thing to mention, actually, before I forget, which I almost did, is the drive mode. So you've got 3 different driving modes. As you can see right there, you got the Sport, Normal, and Eco mode. So that allows you to control fuel efficiency on your vehicle. So, and you can see the finish and stuff. It's really well designed. The seats, etc., half leather. So it is a very nice, well designed vehicle. Hey guys, so now we're in the rear of the vehicle. So some cool features here. You've got the AC vents right there. So your passengers can also enjoy some cool air when needed, or warm, depending on where you're at. And you've got USB plugs also right there, so that's pretty cool. You've got a nice armrest, so if you only have 2 passengers back here, you got your drink holders. You also have drink holders in the doors right there, and you'll be able to see that one right there. So quite a few drink holders. And just to show you how much space you can gain, this actually folds all the way down, and it gets completely flat. So that is a very cool feature. Gives you a lot of space, actually. Alright guys, so now we are on our way back to our yard. So we just decided to take the car out for a little drive so you guys can get a feel for it. So we are driving just the streets here. What I can tell in terms of suspension, of course, it is a brand new vehicle, so it feels really smooth. Really soft, so handling is also very nice, quite responsive, and very soft, of course. In terms of braking as well, brakes are again brand new, so they work very well. So it does have a nice feeling for sure. Right now we're driving on the Eco mode. We can change that to the normal mode for now. So you've got that control, as I was mentioning earlier. You got the control in terms of fuel efficiency. You can make that change at any time. It also, as I mentioned, the paddle shift, so you can do that as well. And here we're gonna go a little bit uphill so you guys can see that even though it is a hybrid vehicle, for those of you who may not be familiar with hybrid vehicles, you'll notice that it is just like driving a normal car. The power is there, as you can see. So, it feels really good. Traffic today is actually not so bad. Other times we've hit really heavy traffic. Just a little side note right there. And just to tell you a little bit about where we are, you can see the view. It's a nice little lake down on our left side. So it is a really nice area here, actually, very calm and quiet. So, but getting back to the car, as I said, this car is, of course, it is brand new. Like I said, it is in top shape, very responsive, as you can see. So, you know, if you were ever hesitant about getting a hybrid vehicle, I hope this video helps you make that final decision. You will not regret how much money you're going to save on fuel. I'll tell you that much. So, you know, overall, like I said, this car feels and handles like a dream. It is very, very soft. It feels really, really good. So, as I mentioned, we are heading back to our yard at the moment. And as you guys can see, we were not that far out, really. So it is nice to have a place like that to relax occasionally. It was a nice view. I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to know a little bit about the area where we are. Alright, so now guys, what we want to show you back here is we want to show you the space that this vehicle has. Actually, on the outside it may not look as big, but once you put the seats back down and it gets completely flat, you get a lot of space back here. So let me show you how that looks. So if you put that all the way down, you'll know both seats go completely flat and you've got all that space. So this SUV is very functional and very economical. Cool little feature that I like to point out is this right here. It may not look like much, but it's actually very functional on a sunny day like today. So that's very cool. So those are the features that this car has. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a 2021 Honda VEZEL. We'll put a link down to our page in the description, so where you'll be able to see the pricing of this vehicle. If you're interested on this vehicle, any vehicle, if you have any questions about these features, or really anything at all, please leave us a comment. We'll be very happy to assist. And you know, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. And if you have any suggestions about this video or any future videos you'd like to see, please let us know.